represented by one lawyer. This one lawyer from Houston. His name is Busby. Tony Busby. Tony Busby is representing 120 accusers with allegations against the entertainment mogul that go back more than 20 years. 20 years.
He's done. Even if it comes out that it was all fake and he doesn't get, it's a mistrial, whatever the case, his career is over.
120
This
lawsuits.
is worse than Bill Cosby.
This is crazy. But then it gets crazier, right? And we're going to call it right now. The lawyer released a hotline. And we're going to call it right now. The Diddy hotline for sexual assault is called the Diddy hotline for sexual assault. The hotline number is 1-800-200-7474. And it goes to say that after he did this press conference releasing this to the public, in one day, the hotline received 12,000 calls. The Diddy hotline. The lawyer says that now he has 100 workers setting through the calls and like organizing the calls, seeing what's true, seeing what's not, seeing what's a lie. So there's a sense, in my opinion, of one, selfishness from the lawyer where he's trying to promote his business and get clients after this case, right? Because if you look up the lawyer, he's had a case for with BP gas station, like representing against them. He had a case. They might have said it right here. Didn't he have a case? I think he represented Deshaun Watson, right? The NFL player.
Oh, that's a good lawyer then. Yo, because Deshaun's a dirty boy, and he got away with that.
Yeah, he also represented individuals accusing NFL quarterback Deshaun Watson.
Oh,
so he represented the
end.
accusers.
Oh, he stinks then.
Yeah, and the same
he definitely
year,
did that.
this is the same lawyer that filed a $750 million lawsuit against Travis Scott after his fans died at the festival.
Oh, he's
It's
one of
that
those.
same
lawyers.
Maybe
lawyer.
he just has a mission of like
Profile
taking
figure.
down
Whole
bad
profile.
celebrities.
High profile cases.
Yeah, that too. It's similar to Rob Kardashian with the what's it called? O.J. Simpson case. He got famous and really rich after that.
Yeah.
I don't think this guy's winning.
So let's call a number.
Crazy.
Let's call the number while we're here. Right, we'll call it live. You guys want to hear in the live chat? You guys, let's hear this number live. And we're obviously not going to speak or leave a message or anything. This is just for research purposes. But obviously people are going to make jokes about it. And it's going to be hard to tell people to don't joke about it because they're going to joke about it no matter what. It's a public number. There's not even a hotline. Like, I think it was Gene Deal, his former security guard, made a good point. He's like, there's been Catholic priests that have molested children, and there's never been a hotline for them. But we have a hotline for Diddy. So there's a sense of hyper sensationalism with this case. They want to make it more than what it possibly is.
Yeah.
Because I doubt that there's 12,000 people that Diddy has sexually assaulted. Could there be a bunch? Definitely. He's had a lot of fucking parties.
I give him 10.
And he has a lot of fucking baby oil.
10,000?
No, I give him 10 people.
10 people?
I'll give it more than that.
I just
Let's call a number. 1-800
anything close to like hundreds is kind of like okay.
74.
I mean, if he was sex trafficking,
74.
right? He was flying women out by the batter.
Well, sex trafficking isn't a crime.
What? Yes, it is.
Your call may be recorded for call quality assurance purposes. Thank you for calling the Sean P. Diddy Combs Abuse Helpline. This call is being recorded. We understand the strength and courage it takes to come forward. Any information you provide will be kept completely confidential, but we expect full honesty in order to properly assist you with your potential case.
Let me lie.
By staying on the line, you agree to provide accurate information to the best of your knowledge under penalty of perjury. Please hold for the next available representative.
This is crazy.
Should we wait for someone to pick up and then you hang up? Nah, that's no point. And we'll probably be waiting all day. Yeah, that's crazy.
That is the
They
funniest
said they
thing I've
expect
seen.
honesty, and they said that they know it's a tough time or tough for you to even call,
Yeah.
right? So like so they're trying to sympathize with the person that's calling, right? So they're trying to make them obviously still speak. What the fuck is going on?
That's ridiculous. And
This is crazy.
this is my problem. It's something we were just about to talk about. So technically, yes, he has a lot of victims who would call that line. Perfect example: people he's sex trafficking. Sex trafficking is literally paying for sex and flying someone into your state.
No, it's forcing them.
So I
to
thought
have
that.
sex.
I thought that DJ
It's literally
Vlad.
the well, he is with the feds, so
Yeah, DJ Vlad gave a whole legal definition of it. This is categorized also as sex trafficking is when
Just traveling them.
traveling over state lines. So
this is the act of using force, fraud, or I can never say this word, coercion, to compel someone to perform a commercial sex act or to cause a child to perform a commercial sex act.
So
flying girls out and paying them and
Is a
making
form of
sign them like
coercion.
NDAs, that's
Coercion.
sex trafficking.
Yeah, so that's a form of coercion under that definition. You can sue him for that. So they can call the line and say that. That's why I said it's a crime, yes, on paper, but in reality, it's not. You're consenting adults. Like, he paid for your services, you signed the NDA, and you left.
But it's the forceful part that makes it wrong.
In what sense? If I pay a sex worker to come to Rhode Island from Massachusetts?
I mean, because you're basically abusing vulnerable people.
Oh, of course, yeah. No,
You're violating your
no.
power.
I don't agree with this form of prostitution. I don't agree with prostitution in general. I understand what you're saying. It's just legally, it shouldn't be this way.
Right, like on paper.
Yeah, because it's like, this is a business.
I approve of prostitution, and depending on the situation, there could be some handicapped people that, you know. No, I swear to God, there's people bro, there's people in situations like
Desperate.
desperate, like, yo,
Okay, yes.
if I'm handicapped
You know, you got is the box.
and I still want sexual pleasure
All
because
you got is
I'm
the
a
box.
human and my penis still gets hard.
Yeah.
But
That's
God
the box.
forbid I'm burned in half, or God forbid
Yeah.
I have no more arms and no more legs,
All I
but
got
I
is a
got a
throat.
hard dick. I would be down to pay a
Oh,
prostitute.
you're a man in this situation.
What, am I gonna be female?
You slinging dick. You slinging. Oh,
I'm not the prostitute.
Oh, you want
I'm
services.
receiving.
You're receiving. You can get it up if you're handicapped.
Well, could it be
Maybe.
possible?
Okay,
If it's just your legs and
I don't believe in any form of prostitution. That's just
Not even
my-
that form?
No, it's
So that person has to die without getting a vagina for the rest of their life.
If we lived
but
in a,
you know how many
or if we
times
lived
I've
in a
It
better
could be gay.
girls.
It could be gay prostitution.
But if we lived in a better society, like, you wouldn't care that the person's in a wheelchair. But
yeah. But I mean we don't.
yeah, we
we don't
don't.
know.
We don't.
But you know how many
My
times I've
perspective's
had
theoretical.
girls say, like, friends, girls I know that be like, "Ugh, I'm so tired of work. I'm about to sell feet
Oh yeah.
pic." So you're telling me
OnlyFans
that same
now.
girl that has said that won't pick up a phone call from Diddy, right? Like, we can say that. We can play those games because the lines get blurred if people are consensual. But it's the fact that he abused his power.
Yeah.
And we don't know what he did to them when they arrived at site.
I'm not disagreeing with that. I just understand the only reason why that form of prostitution is illegal is because of a backwards male perspective. Not backwards, because I agree with
Like a double standard.
It's a double standard that is fundamentally rooted in a problematic understanding of Christian fundamentalism. They're literally just pushing this idea that, like, oh, you shouldn't be having prostitution, you shouldn't be flying out prostitutes, but it's like, you guys are doing these things behind you behind closed doors. You people, like, it's a moral standard that they don't actually follow, and it's used to criminalize prostitutes. So no, that's why it's business.
Like patriarchy.
Yeah, it's patriarchal.
embedded in
It's because this is business. If shorty, even if you are broke and starving, nigga, it's your business. Come,
Gotta make that money.
yeah, come suck dick. Yo, where's the throat? Bring the throat.
Not the throat goat.
That's not me though. I'm Christian, so I can't do that stuff. But I understand why someone like Diddy rather pay. It's more convenient. It's business. And now he's gonna go to jail for partially that. The other stuff he deserves to go to jail for. I personally just don't understand it. If you go to Europe, this is all legal.
I think he did all of it.
Oh,
I think there was girls who were consensual,
still-
girls who weren't, girls who got drugged, girls who wanted to take drugs, didn't want to take drugs. But you have a powerful man paying your rent or whatever the case, and they did it.
Yeah.
I get it. I
Like,
just
it could be anything.
if this was Europe, he'd be fine with those charges. Everything else is going to jail. God bless his heart. But that's what kind of frustrates me, because now what we're gonna see is I could fully see sex workers calling in on that line. That's just weird as hell. That's disturbing, and that's the most opportunistic thing I've ever seen. You made a whole hotline for abusers, presenting it
wild.
wild, like da-da-da-da, got the whole background. Like, yo, this is like peak capitalist dystopia. This is like, yo, I got a line like music in my ear when I'm about to go tell someone my whole traumatic experience with this very powerful
And then you
man.
gotta hear all of that.
I know when that hotline bling.
That's crazy. But it's even
That's what is
worse
going on.
that some people are gonna have a case simply for him paying for pussy.
That can't be it though. They have more on him.
I hope so. I'm not saying others don't,
There's no way the feds are involved and nothing is nothing.
because that's why. No. I think he did a lot of stuff. He beat the crap out of the girl. He should go to jail just for that.
This man might unalive himself. God forbid.
He probably will.
This is crazy.
That's why I think it's higher than 100. I think a lot of those cases are people who got flown out on some like, oh, come here, I'm gonna pay you, sign this NDA, get out. And that for me is ridiculous because again, if it was in Europe, this wouldn't matter. If it was in Saudi Arabia or these like, some of these Middle Eastern countries allow men to do this, it wouldn't matter because it's here with our views. Oh no, this isn't business. You're gonna go to jail for the rest of your life for this. That's all I'm saying. But everything else though, yeah, go to jail, bro.
There's also shout out to the chat that also reminded me. I have it written down. There's a Jay Prince theory, guys. That's broken news over the weekend as well. Angela Yee on her radio show, she had former security for Sean Combs, Big Joe. Big Joe was mentioned in a new lawsuit against Diddy, alleging that Big Joe and Diddy both participated in the raping of a woman. She said that Big Joe was there. Big Joe denies it, doesn't remember this woman at all. And Big Joe says that he believes that he has heard now that the lawyer is a lawyer from Houston, but he says that the lawyer is affiliated with Jay Prince. And he says that he has also heard people are telling him, like reaching out to Big Joe saying, hey, Jay Prince's people are the ones, like Jay Prince is behind all of this. Basically, like Jay Prince is one of the mysterious powers behind the scenes bringing down Diddy. Why? One reason, Big Joe says, remember, Diddy slapped Drake 10 years ago. And what happened? Jay Prince defended Drake. Jay Prince dropped, I'm going to play it right now. This is basically a song, his version of a song. A lot of people don't remember this. And he sent a message to, I think he dissed Lil Wayne, to everyone in defense of Drake. Jay Prince. Imagine that, though, that Jay Prince is willing to feed into the downfall of Diddy, have this energy with Diddy, and this, I guess, rivalry or just beef with Diddy since this or because of Drake, like trying to defend Drake, right? But
So where's this energy for Kendrick Lamar?
whose energy? Oh,
For the beef, yeah.
Jay Prince?
Yeah, it's not adding up.
That's not adding up
But-
at all.
it could be.
He's scared.
No, it could be, hey, 10 years later, we might get Kendrick Lamar or something with Jay Prince. Because Jay Prince does the, what's it called? Slow kill, the slow burn. That's what it seems like. Because this was a 10-year-old. Watch, this video's a 10-year-old video, bro. Listen to this. I have it right here, right? It should be right here.
Is an awakened or sleeping giant.
This is real.
So let me put these bullet niggas on notice by letting them know Drake is family. And the weak shit from Puffy and Suge is on my radar. First of all, Puffy, feeling like he can put his hands on my family, open the doors for his family to be touched. You reap what you sow. And to Sugar Bear, on Lil Wayne's nutsack, you know I
What?
ride with Drake. So I accept any invitation you want to bring. I'm your worst nightmare.
But why he's coming for Lil Wayne? Why Lil Wayne catching straight like this?
Any man tells me on a beat, I'm your worst nightmare. Bro,
That's weird.
you got to stay away from that,
He's
man.
sus.
This is Jay Prince, bro.
I'm starting to truly believe Jay Prince is full of shit. I feel like it's all Houston hype. I feel like you niggas in Houston's are fucking liars.
bro, you might
This
be
is
really a
what's-
killer. This is
I don't
crazy.
believe this. I don't believe this at
He
all.
put this on the beat.
That's
It's called
corny.
courtesy message.
And he put it sounded kind of reminiscent to the Tupac song.
Yeah, like
The bells in the back.
What's the chat saying? This is crazy.
They're saying this is silly and old news. I'm glad it is because this is stupid.
Yeah, it's old news, guys. I understand, but what I'm trying to say is
That he had it
that
coming
is
for Diddy.
this is a confirmation of his issue with Diddy in the past. This is a history of him having issues with Diddy. I forgot about this completely. I forgot this. I remember that Drake got slapped by Diddy. He ran into the club. The whole shit, right? That whole clip went viral. They eventually became more amicable, right? But we confirmed that basically they weren't the best of buds either. Like it
Yeah.
was just like amicable. They used to be the
You
best
never
of buds.
seen him at the Diddy parties.
Yeah, no, it wasn't like that. But this cursing message from Jay Prince. Could Jay Prince be one of the powerful people behind the scenes? Right? He's using. They're saying that he might be tied to the lawyer behind 120 lawsuits. I looked it up. I researched it. There's nothing on their connection between that lawyer specifically and Jay Prince. Obviously, it could still be happening with that without it being public behind the scenes. Ghost lawyers, ghost cases.
I'll tell you why.
Interesting.
When Deshaun Watson thing happened, right? That same lawyer, he was friends with the owner of the Texans. Everyone's wondering, why are you friends with the owner of the Texans? The Texans and Deshaun Watson had egregious beef.
Yeah.
Because Deshaun Watson requested a trade. They signed him with their first round pick. So, and he had a great year, coming off like almost an MVP year.
Mm-hmm.
So then Deshaun ends up asking for the trade, and all this shit came out. That he's asking for massages.
Oh, yes.
That he's doing all this stuff. People were like, where the hell did this come from? How did the team not know?
Rumors.
And everyone was like, wow, the Texans owner he tried to destroy his reputation, his career.
Texan, Houston, Jay Prince.
And the Texan lawyer, then the Texas owner had a lawyer on standby, and it was this guy.
The same guy that's going against
Diddy. So I could see that connection where the Jay Prince, the Houston man, probably knows these people, and he set it up.
This is so messy.
And so messy. But this is my point. How many of these 120 victims are actually legitimate?
Even if it's 5.
I feel like Jay Prince is probably going to talk about this soon, though. He'll probably break his silence on Diddy somehow.
But that's the problem. And this is why this is evil. When too many people come out trying to get something, it takes away from the real victims.
Yeah.
I, as someone who tries to not jump on things very quickly as much as I can, I find a lot of this doubtful because of how, like you said, this happened so weird. It happened so fast.
Yeah.
How do we trust anyone that's speaking at this point? Every day it's something new.
Yeah, we need evidence, real cold evidence now.
But this is the problem with sexual assault cases. Evidence is incredibly hard to find.
Yeah.
A lot of times.
Because a lot of it is emotion, right? Like if I'm laying down with a guy and he touches me and maybe I feel threatened, not really, I never said no, had sex with him anyway, and then say, I didn't like that after the fact, that's considered rape. Like, rape is just such a nuanced
concept.
thing.
That's why you have to have that conversation of consent. The moment you'll be like, are you sure you want to do this? Every time I'm in sexual act, I make it clear. Do you want to do this? This is your decision. Because
you don't sign a paper. You don't have the paper.
No, I don't have the paper.
The NDA on deck.
No, I'm poor. I'm a full
Make them scribble on a
blooded
piece of paper.
brown poor person. I got no goddamn. I don't even know what an NDA looks like.
Chat GPT it.
Yo, I've never heard information so crazy that I would need to sign an NDA. I promise you, I don't have one. So, bro, this is my thing.
With consent?
With consent?
Are we in agreement in this room? Imagine. Saying it out loud.
With the camera recording.
This day and age, you never know.
But that's my point. Now it's whoever comes out is gonna look disingenuous.
Yeah.
This turned from Cassie speaking out and ushering in the opportunity for people to seek justice, and it has now been diluted into
circus now.
To the circus.
It's a circus.
Where,
They'll weed it out. They'll weed it out, though.
but I hope so, because there are severe crimes in this situation that should be going to court and highlighted.
There were also text messages leaked from a bunch of girls texting him,
Yeah.
like basically alluding that he put their hands on him. So Cassie and Dawn, who came out too,
Richards,
are not
yep.
the only ones
Danny
who
Kane.
are accusing him of violence.
Yeah.
So I mean, he's a terrible person.
Goddamn Diddy, bro.
Because the last thing any of us want is this. He gets off.
Yeah.
That is a real possibility, whether anyone wants to acknowledge it or not.
The real root, what we're not talking about, is his mother.
And that was a clip from our podcast, the Club Ambition Podcast. Cap, if you're looking to watch the full episode, make sure to go check it out right now. It's available on audio and also on YouTube.